Hey guys, and welcome back to more I Don't Work Here Lady stories. It's time to check out some more Reddit posts about some real oblivious people, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's get into it. No, strange angry man, you cannot have my room key. I am in Vegas for the weekend with friends. I have work on Monday, so I'm flying out tonight, and my friends are staying one more night. We were a big group, so booked a 3-bedroom suite. It was 4 p.m., and I went back to my room to pack up and head to the airport for my 7 p.m. flight. When I get back to my room, there is a 40-ish-year-old dude banging loudly on the room next to mine. "Hey dude, what's up? Are you okay?" I asked. "I lost my room key and my buddy is passed out," he said. "That sucks, but I'm sure the front desk can give you another key." "I already tried that, but they wouldn't give me a key because my name isn't on the room." "Ouch, that sucks. Good luck." I unlock and enter my room to go start packing. About 30 seconds later, there is now someone pounding on my door. I'm trying to pack, but I go answer it. What a shocker. It's the a-hole dude. "Hey dude, what's up?" I say. "I know you're busy, but can you let me into my room? It's right next door." "Huh?" I say with a confused face. "My room. Let me in my room. Mi habitación, por favor." "What?" I say with an even more confused face. "Habla inglés?" he says. "Of course I speak English. I was just talking to you in the hallway 2 minutes ago." "So why won't you help me? You have to clean my room next, so why don't you let me in now instead of giving me a hard time?" At this moment, I now realize that he thinks I'm housekeeping. "Oh, sorry dude, I can't help you. I don't work here. I'm just another guest." I start shutting the door. He sticks his foot in the door so I can't close it. "Oh, okay, well, can I try your key then?" he said. "Nope, sorry, I don't have a master key, so my room won't work on your door." "Give me your key." "No, I'm not giving my room key to a strange man, and it won't work on your room anyways. All it will do is let you into my room, and I don't want you in my room." "You never know. It will work. I'm desperate. Can I try it? Why can't you help me out?" "No, you're a stranger. I'm not giving you my room key." "Can't I at least try it? You never know." "It's not going to work, and I'm definitely not going to give you my key. But if you take your foot out of my door, I'll go find my key and I can try it on your room." I'll admit, I really just wanted the dude to move his foot so I could close my door, and I had no intention of getting my room key to try it on his door, as I know it's not going to work anyway. And this dude is being a total a-hole, so I have no desire to help him. So I close the door and go back to packing. After about 2 minutes, the dude starts pounding on my door again. I ignore it and continue packing, but the guy just won't stop. After about 10 minutes, I just want to shut this guy up and get him to stop pounding on my door. So against my better judgment, I go find my key, and figure I'll swipe it on his lock, he can see it won't work, and he'll leave me alone. "Dude, this really isn't going to work, but I'll try my key. Just please promise you're going to stop pounding on my door," I said. "Took you long enough. What were you doing in there?" he asked. I ignore his question, go up to his door, and swipe my key. What a surprise. The lock blinks red and the key doesn't work. "See? My key doesn't work on your room. Now please, leave me alone." I turn to go back to my room. "Try it again," he says. "It's not going to work. Rooms are individually keyed at hotels." I dart around him, slip my key in the door, and manage to close the door before he can follow me in. The guy now goes back to slamming his fists on my door, and is now yelling, "You dumb f***ing c***, let me in, let me in. Open the door, bitch. F***ing open this door right now." At this point, I'm terrified. I call security from the room phone, and they promise to send someone up. I finished packing while the banging and screaming continues. Luckily, the 3-bedroom suites are 2 stories, so after I finished packing, I went downstairs in the room, and was able to escape from the downstairs entrance without the guy seeing me. I'm now in a car heading to the airport, and my friends are headed back to the room. Hopefully security has gotten rid of him by now. Update. From when I got off the elevator until I escaped the downstairs exit, total time period was roughly 10 to 12 minutes. When my friends returned upstairs about 3 to 5 minutes after I left, they saw security escorting a dude out who looked like the same guy I described. He was in the plastic zip tie looking restraints and was yelling. By the time I landed back home, I already had a voicemail from my casino host, checking on me and apologizing for the incident, and assuring me that they had fully addressed the issue. Whatever that actually means. "I don't work here," he says from behind the counter. "I am American. One of my friends, we'll call her Jade, lives all the way in Old Blighty. Despite being friends for a long time, we had never met. Through a stroke of crazy luck, I got to go to London and meet her, but I was only in London for a day. We did typical tourist sites before I noticed a bookshop at the corner of a street. Now, I'm a big fan of local bookstores, and I wondered what neat books they might have there that are hard to get my hands on in the US. So in we go, looking around. The bookshop sells all manner of used books, many of which are pretty old by American standards. We finally make our selections. A book on the Second Punic War that was published in 1883, and a book from 1938, both of which were selected almost entirely for their age, and head to the front. As I'm checking out, I strike up a conversation with the man checking me out. I ask him how long he's been working there. "I don't work here," he tells me. I start laughing, but he's dead serious. "You don't work here?" "No." Before I could ask a follow-up, he finishes checking us out. He gives us free bookmarks. I left, utterly perplexed. I still have no idea what the hell happened, but for a guy who didn't work there, honestly an incredible asset, 10 out of 10. The only thing I could think of is maybe he's friends with the owner or someone who works there, and he's just helping out a bit. But either way, still funny that he didn't even bother to go into detail, just left it intentionally vague. Either that or he does work there and he's just messing around. Are you blind or stupid? First time poster, long time reader. English is my second language. This happened last week. I had a long and overall crappy day with events that will be revealed later. I decided to go to a market to get some supplies for the upcoming shift. I had a full day shift that day. Screw my life. And I was on my phone talking to my superior asking what they need from the store. I went into the chips section, picked up about 4 bags of chips, and started to walk away, when I heard the infamous throat clearing that can only come from the guardian of hell herself, Karen. Thinking to myself, I can't be this unlucky today. Turning around to a 5'2" woman, around 45 years old. Conversation ensues. "Can I help you?" "Yes, where is the item I don't know?" "I think it's 2 aisles over." "How could you not know? Why does the store even hire idiots like you?" "I'm sorry, but I have to know. Are you blind or stupid by chance?" "How dare you call me blind?" Storming off, thinking it was the end of it. Oh, how wrong I was. She came back with the manager in tow, looking smug. She sees me on my phone, so she grabbed my phone and threw it on the ground. Same phone I'm using to type this out, just with the screen replaced. The manager comes up to me, and realization sets in for him as he understands how bad the situation is at this point. I turn to the manager and I say, "Get why I called her blind?" The manager is looking at me, as his face turns from confusion to containing his laugh. Props to him, he kept professional when even I had a hard time keeping quiet. "Ma'am, this man clearly doesn't work here." "Then why is he in a uniform?" "Ma'am, take a good hard look at me from head to toe and then ask again," I said. Karen looks at my uniform, and her face turns from red to as pale as printer paper. Context: my uniform is a dark blue beret, dark blue button-up, dark blue pants, and the piece of resistance? My belt that had my sidearm holster with my sidearms clearly inside, a taser, handcuff holster, and spare magazine holsters all on my belt, along with my M4 rifle slung on my neck. I am a narcotics officer who literally got off a tragic case, and am getting snacks for my teammates. And I say, seeing your reaction, literal gold if only I could release the body cam footage. I'm going to give you 2 options right now. Pay me back what my phone costs, or I'm going to arrest you for harassment, theft of property, and damages to property. Karen, now realizing what she had done, turned tail and ran. Of course, I had no choice but to chase and tackle her. She was able to get loose for that split second, and uses her chance to take a box of cereal, I crap you not, and attack me, so I tased her and cuffed her. I called in a unit nearby, because even after being handcuffed, she still fights back, kicking, headbutting, and even when her ankles were cuffed, she tried to get away like a cartoon caterpillar. Eventually my partner shows up and uses a boar cuff, a type of cuff that, once done properly, will force the suspect's arms and legs to be bound, like natives taking a boar, hence the name, to subdue her, and it took both of us just to get her in the cruiser. Tired of this, I just told my partner to explain her rights to her, and I walked back into the store and got all the things I need, paid, and left. She was a repeat offender, so this event just added to her previous charges. I'm curious what country this is, but I'm even more curious how this Karen didn't realize who this was, despite carrying an M4 rifle on their back. Gotta love the hospitality industry. I am in restaurant management and have been in the industry for almost 12 years. I am very comfortable in the workplace and walk pretty confidently. I am also very aware of my surroundings, having been burned, run into, dropped things, etc. If you know the industry, we call corner, behind, stick out our arms to let people pass. Anyways, we were on a road trip, and driving through a sleepy town and it was getting late. The only thing in town open is a Red Lobster, so we go in. It was packed. After we order, I get up to use the restroom. I pass a server with a very full tray, and she looked like she was struggling, and I stuck my arm out to let her through and said, "You good, girl?" She laughed and said she was fine. I come out of the restroom, and as I'm walking back to the table, this older woman grabs my arm hard and starts screaming about their lack of cheddar biscuits. Total Karen, super aggro. I pull my arm away and say, "Ma'am, I'm so sorry, but I don't work here," kind of chuckling to ease the tension. She proceeds to get angrier. "I saw you help that girl. I know you're the manager. How rude of you to ignore a valued customer." I just laughed and walked away. I walked up to the host stand and told the host about what happened, just in case the server got crapped on. He asked which table, and I casually pointed to it. His response had me on the floor laughing. He rolled his eyes so hard, shaking his head, and says, "Motherfucking Ethel, I'm sorry. She is probably the most evil person on the planet, but her family owns like half the town, and unfortunately we are at her fucking mercy." A few minutes later, the manager comes over to our table, super apologetic, and says he'll comp our meal. I told him absolutely not. I do the same job and have dealt with so much worse. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed, and also subscribe for more if you haven't already. So I'm out of here. Have an awesome day. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you next time.